Okay, hello.
I'm watching Queen of Tears right now. I haven't done any reactions to it just because
I didn't really want to.
but I have
Realised this show is tearing me apart. Like, I'm on each of their sides because it's just so messy. I'm not sure which episode it is
right now that I'm on. I think it's episode 6 or 7. But
like, it got to the part where she knows about the divorce stuff, and then the next episode after that, it got to the part where, in the funeral place, she told him that she'd never forgive him and all that stuff. Even though he right now is trying, but also like it's too little, too late for that. You know what I mean? I understand like the reason why he wanted to get a divorce. Like it makes sense, but at the same time, like you have to have known that if you know, now that he loves her again, like it just kind of sucks that he had to go through. It had to go through like her dying to make them both come back to each other. You know. But anyway, no, it's the part at the end of that episode where she she's losing her memory again, so she forgot all about the divorce stuff, and she like says she loves him, and then he's like crying, realizing like she's getting worse, like it's not getting better because she's repeating things she's already said, so he knows that everything's
going wrong and stuff. And it's really heartbreaking because on one hand,
now she doesn't know about the divorce, like he can be, husband and wife again. But on the other hand, it's like if he doesn't tell her, he's a bad guy all over again because he knows the outcome. Like he knows that
she's gonna hate him. He knows everything that she's gonna do when she finds out again. So it's like he's got to live through it again and again and again probably. Or he could just, pretend that they are
still married, make sure that she never sees
the divorce stuff, and
I don't know, tries to make it so that like people know that she's ill, so that they can, maybe he can tell people and they can keep it a secret so that they know that she's ill, because obviously right now it's not a very good thing that she is like wandering off by herself, like stuff like that. She's always been doing it, but like she's doing it and he's sometimes not there, and it's just and like I'm so
scared for her, honestly,
because on one hand, like I think she probably will die, because it seems like this drama is like meant to make you cry and stuff. But on the other hand, I'm like, I don't want her to die because that would just be too easy for him. Like I want him to suffer too,
I want him to
suffer in like, I mean it's not going to be easy for him obviously because he loves her, but what I'm saying is like it's going to be easier for him in a way because then she won't find out like about the divorce again if he doesn't tell her. So it's like he can get out of it by not telling her again, but also like that's just the cowardly way to do it because obviously he already knows that like problems are arising. But I just wish that there was an easy way to deal with it,
because obviously it just
sucks that she has to be ill for all of this to happen, like for all of the like love to come back, I guess. And it was so sad when we found out about like their miscarriage and stuff. Like that's just so sad, and the fact that there's just one star left in that room, and now knowing that he moved into that room because it was going to be
his, like, the kids nursery, the baby's nursery, like that is so sad. Like obviously
she shut off and became like unexpressive because of all that stuff, because of the miscarriage, and he had no one to lean on. Like he was, they seemed like she was smiley when they first were together, and even though she wasn't exactly really expressive, he was obviously really expressive, and
then he started to be again when he fell for her again.
But it just sucks that like everything like had to happen like this, I don't know how to explain it, but it just really sucks. Like so I think it's episode 8 that I'll be watching next, so if you want
me to react to that, I will.
But obviously I won't be able to react to the other episodes because I've already watched them. So just tell me just tell me if you want me to react to it. But that episode is like, I won't watch the rest of it now because it's night time anyway. But like, I just wanted to come on and say where I'm up to, and like, I feel so sad because it just really does suck, you know. I just really hate these types of things when they go down, like these, like the fact that it kind of, in a way, it reminds me of Flower of Evil, but it also reminds me of like that other show that he's in. What was the show that he was in? It's okay to not be okay or something, but it's like sometimes she reminds me of that girl in that, but also he's always trying to go follow her around, so that like in both cases, like trying to keep her out of mischief and stuff, but like this time it's more like to keep her from not dying, you know, so she can't die and stuff, like when she was in front of the cars and stuff and she wasn't moving. But no, what was I saying? I was saying, what was the other one that I said about? Because there's his one, and then there's another one that's his. It's okay not to be okay, but what was the other one I said? Oh my god, I've forgotten already. It's gonna be on here anyway, but that one, no, I forgot what it was, so I can't remember what I was gonna say about it. But whatever I was gonna say, it was probably interesting. I really, oh my god, I'm so dumb. Like, this is why I should just say this stuff before I move on, but then I'll forget the other thing that I was gonna say, so, oh well. No, it does remind me of those two shows though, even though I've forgotten the first one I said. Obviously it's kind of annoying to see that guy who plays like Jejun in The Glory, like he's in this, but he's also like a bad person all over again. Like that kind of sucks. And the guy who's like plays her brother, like I love that actor, but he always seems to play somebody who either gets like manipulated and like you know, he usually plays like a dumb kind of character, and it kind of sucks because, I mean, you know, he can play that kind of character really well, but I also think that, especially in this show, he's barely got any substance. Like, I wish that he was more of a character that maybe he could grow, I don't know, but obviously in, like, Vincenzo, like, I liked his character more in that, I think, but then in It's Okay Not to Be Okay, I think that he, when he did that role, he really like made me really sad as well in that show, and I really just felt for him there, and that's when I like fell for him as an actor. And also he's just really cute. Like, I just wish that he could play maybe like a funny best friend or something, like instead of, you know, because from like some of the reactions I've seen like on YouTube, a lot of people seem to think he's just really stupid, and that he just, you know, like not the actor but just this character in here, and I mean obviously he is really stupid, and I kind of feel bad for him in a way because of his wife. Like, his wife's obviously not a good person either, but I mean it's hard to tell really. Like, I can't tell if she is supposed to be like fully bad or fully good or in between. Like, I don't know if she really loves him. That's the issue, because like when she drank that drink and stuff, I was just like, oh my god, you know, is she lying to him about loads of things? But I still don't know what's going on with her, honestly. Like, I don't know what's happening. Anyway, no, I really like him as an actor, and I just wish that, you know, he could have a really good role. Like, I mean, I don't know if there's any other shows he's been in apart from those three that I've just said, but like, if there is, I really need to watch them because he's such a good actor. Like, okay, so obviously I've just got out of the shower, but I realised just before I had a shower, I realised that there's something that I wanted to check, and I checked the like cast. I don't really understand this, but like I checked the cast list of like, you know, to see like who the main people in this cast, because I literally just thought it was like, you know, Haein and Hyunwoo that are like supposed to be the main people. But there are 5 people that are supposed to be main people in this show, and I didn't realize that there was supposed to be 5 main people. Like, obviously those 2 made sense, but then Sung, who is the guy from The Glory, Jaejoon, I really like him. I mean, obviously he was a terrible person in The Glory, but like his acting is amazing. It just shows like how amazing he is as an actor, because he's just nothing like this in real life. And I really like the fact that he's got this role again, like in another show. And then obviously Suchol and Dahe, I don't know how you say these names, but obviously his like wife. But obviously the bad thing is the fact that like she isn't on their side either. Like she's not on Suchol's side, which kind of sucks. Like I haven't watched the next episode after what I've just talked about, but I've watched like the scene where he's like on the bike and he's like, you know, trying to like, I guess, find her and his son. But it's like, that is so terrible. Like, how are you gonna just take his son away like that? That's just an awful thing. But obviously there are things like people saying like maybe it's not actually his son, and that just makes me really sad. Like if these 2 are meant to be like main characters as well, like what actually is gonna happen with their story? Because I don't know. I don't know if I would ever be able to trust somebody that has left me like this. Like he's gonna like, obviously when he actually sees her again, if that ever actually happens, then like I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I'd probably like want to smack her, but at the same time he can't really do that because he's a guy, and like, you know, you wouldn't really want to do it. But I mean, he's in that way, like he's too nice to actually, like his actual character is too nice to slap his own wife. And honestly, like I just really feel bad for him. Like that scene, I made a TikTok about it, but that scene when he's like saying like his son can't go to sleep without him, like I forgot what it was, like reading to him or something. Like that was just so sad. Like why did you have to do that to me? His character, every time we see him in the show, he's either getting like slapped because he's dumb, or like I don't know, like he's just kind of there. You know, he didn't really do a lot. But I should have known, because his characters in every show I've seen him in have always got like some kind of depth. And obviously this time it's to do with his family, like his actual, like, because I wouldn't say he's necessarily a bad person. He's just like born into this life, and that's all he's known, you know. But I just feel so bad for him, because they're main characters. That means surely Daehye, whatever, she's gonna have to come back, because otherwise, we barely actually see her in the show. So if she actually isn't coming back, she would probably have to be a side character more than a main, wouldn't she? Because like, why would she even be here? Like, why would we even need to see her as a main character if she's like just barely in the show? Like, it kind of makes no sense. So I'm assuming she's gonna be back at some point, and I should probably watch the next episodes, but I'm gonna put this up before I decide to watch the next episodes, or whatever it is. Like, I don't know how many episodes will come out at this point, but whatever the next episode is, it might have been 7 or 8 or 9, I don't know, but whichever one it is, I will watch it if somebody actually comments and says, you know, we'll watch it, react to it, whatever. Goodbye.